motherfucking time for this shit. Okay? Now, I was in my mother's me, and I ain't know if I had to come out swinging or if this was, I didn't know. The bitch tried to be slick. Probably knew I had a meeting with all the alleged stalking they've been up to. Now look, bitch, I don't know one of your motherfuckers. Not one. Bitch. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not. Y'all, do y'all want to know something? Yo, like, y'all, I'm not being funny. Like, today, this whole day, I've been on my chill vibe, like, handling my business. You know what I'm saying? And so everything I said was real. What be eating, I'm eating my tampering. But what I'm saying is, listen, Mizza. Okay? Listen, Mizza. Okay? Find you somebody to play with, Mizza. Les Miserables. I said find you. Then I got no motherfucking time for this shit. Okay? Now, I was in my mother's me, and I ain't know if I had to come out swinging or if this was, I didn't know. The bitch tried to be slick. Probably knew I had a meeting with all the alleged stalking they've been up to. Now look, bitch, I don't know one of your motherfuckers. Not one. Bitch. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not. Y'all, do y'all want to know something? Yo, like, y'all, I'm not being funny. Like, today, this whole day, I've been on my chill vibe, like, handling my business. You know what I'm saying? And so everything I said was real. What be eating, I'm eating my tampering. But what I'm saying is, listen, Mizza. Okay? Listen, Mizza. Okay? Find you somebody to play with, Mizza. Les Miserables. I said find you. Then I got no motherfucking time for this shit. Okay? Now, I was in my mother's me, and I ain't know if I had to come out swinging or if this was, I didn't know. The bitch tried to be slick. Probably knew I had a meeting with all the alleged stalking they've been up to. Now look, bitch, I don't know one of your motherfuckers. Not one. Bitch. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not. Y'all, do y'all want to know something? Yo, like, y'all, I'm not being funny. Like, today, this whole day, I've been on my chill vibe, like, handling my business. You know what I'm saying? And so everything I said was real. What be eating, I'm eating my tampering. But what I'm saying is, listen, Mizza. Okay? Listen, Mizza. Okay? Find you somebody to play with, Mizza. Les Miserables. I said find you.
All right, buckle up, because this one right here, this is messy, layered, and honestly a little deeper than people think. It all started like any other day in the music world. Fans scrolling, artists tweeting, subtle shade flying under the radar. But then something shifted. A comment here, a reaction there, and suddenly the internet was on fire. And at the center of it all, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and unexpectedly caught in the middle, SZA. Now, if you've been watching this industry for a while, you already know, when Cardi and Nicki's names are in the same sentence, it's never just small drama. It's history, it's tension, it's years of unspoken competition bubbling under the surface. And this time, it didn't stay quiet. Because what nobody expected was Cardi stepping in, not for herself, but for someone else. And when she did, oh, she didn't hold back, not even a little. She went straight to the point, calling out Nicki in a way that had the entire internet gasping. "You're the bully," she said. And just like that, the narrative flipped. But to really understand why this moment hit so hard, we gotta go back, because this didn't start overnight. See, both Cardi B and Nicki Minaj didn't just appear at the top. They fought for their spots in a male-dominated industry where women are constantly compared, constantly pitted against each other. Nicki came first, building her empire, breaking barriers, becoming one of the most influential female rappers of all time. She created a lane that many would follow, whether people admit it or not. Then came Cardi. Loud, unapologetic, raw. She didn't come from the traditional route either. She brought reality TV energy into rap and turned it into dominance. Her rise was fast, almost explosive. And from the moment she started winning, comparisons started. Fans chose sides, headlines fueled the rivalry, and even when both artists tried to downplay it, the tension was always there, just beneath the surface. Then you add someone like SZA into the mix. Now, SZA is different. Her vibe completely separate from rap beef culture. She's known for being calm, introspective, emotional, not someone you'd expect to be dragged into drama. But sometimes in this industry, it doesn't matter who you are. If your name gets mentioned, you're in it. So when SZA posted something online, something vague, something that honestly could have meant anything, it didn't seem like a big deal at first, just one of those cryptic tweets artists make all the time.
But social media, it doesn't work like that. People started connecting dots that weren't even there. Fans began tagging Nicki, whispering, "Is this about her?" And you already know, once that spark hits the wrong place, it turns into a fire real quick. Nicki saw it, and instead of brushing it off, she responded. Now, here's where things started getting intense, because Nicki didn't just question the post, she came with attitude, sharp words, that signature energy she's known for when she feels disrespected. And suddenly, SZA, who claimed she wasn't even talking about anyone, found herself in the middle of something way bigger than she ever intended. But here's the twist. That's when Cardi stepped in, and nobody saw that coming, because usually if Nicki is going off, people stay quiet, or they pick sides carefully. But Cardi, she went straight in, no hesitation. She didn't dance around it, she didn't sugarcoat it, she called it exactly how she saw it. "You're the bully." That line, it hit different, because for years, Nicki has been seen as both, an icon and someone who doesn't back down from confrontation. She's had public feuds, called people out, defended herself fiercely. And her fans, they ride for her no matter what. But Cardi flipping that narrative, that shook things up. Because now it wasn't just about a misunderstanding tweet anymore. Now it was about behavior. Now it was about power. Now it was about who really holds control in these situations. And once Cardi started talking, she didn't stop. She brought up patterns, she hinted at history. She made it clear that this wasn't just about SZA, it was about something bigger, something that's been building for a long time. Fans immediately split into sides again. Some said Cardi was right, that someone needed to say it, that artists like SZA shouldn't have to deal with unnecessary pressure or attacks. Others defended Nicki, saying she was just reacting like anyone would when they feel disrespected, that she's always been targeted, always misunderstood. And while all of this was happening, SZA, she was trying to stay above it, posting calm responses, explaining herself, making it clear she wasn't coming for anyone. But by that point, it didn't even matter anymore. The situation had already grown bigger than her. And that's the thing about moments like this. They're never just about one tweet. They're about years of tension, perception, and how quickly things spiral when emotions take over. Because, let's be real, this wasn't the first time Cardi and Nicki clashed. And deep down, people knew this wasn't just about defending SZA. It felt personal. It felt like unfinished business. And when Cardi called Nicki a bully, that wasn't just a random insult. That was a statement, a challenge, a line drawn in the sand.
Now, the emotional weight of all this, that's where things really get heavy. Because behind the fame, behind the millions of fans watching every move, these are still real people dealing with real pressure. For SZA, imagine being dragged into something you never signed up for. One minute you're sharing your thoughts, the next minute your name is trending in a feud you didn't even start. That kind of attention, it's overwhelming. It can mess with your peace, your confidence, your sense of safety online. For Nicki, it's different. She's been at the top for so long that every move she makes is watched, analyzed, judged. When she reacts, people call her aggressive. When she stays silent, people call her weak. It's a constant battle of perception, and sometimes that pressure turns into defensiveness. Then there's Cardi. She built her career on speaking her mind, on not holding back. But stepping into a situation like this, that comes with its own weight, because now it's not just about her anymore. It's about how her words influence millions of people watching. And when emotions run high like this, things can go left fast. Friendships get tested, reputations get questioned, and fans, they amplify everything. What started as a small misunderstanding turned into a full-blown moment that people won't forget anytime soon. And honestly, it makes you think.
Because how many of these situations could have been avoided with just one conversation behind the scenes? But that's not how this industry works. Everything plays out in public. Every reaction becomes content. Every emotion becomes a headline. And in the end, nobody really wins. Because even if one person looks right in the moment, the tension stays, the history stays. And the next time something small happens, it all comes back again. That's the cycle. And this situation, it's just another chapter in a much bigger story. A story about power, perception, and the complicated relationships between some of the biggest names in music. But here's the part that really sticks with you. What nobody expected wasn't just the argument. It was the way Cardi stepped in. It was the way she flipped the narrative. And it was the way one sentence, "You're the bully," managed to shake the entire conversation. Because sometimes all it takes is one voice to change how people see everything. Now the question is, what happens next? Do things cool down, or is this just the beginning of another round? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that in this world, silence never lasts for long. And when it breaks again, you already know, it's going to be louder than ever. But in the end, maybe this was never really about who's better. It was about two powerful women fighting to protect everything they built from nothing. The fame, the pressure, the constant comparisons. It all turned respect into rivalry. And while the world watched every moment, judging, choosing sides, and fueling the fire, the truth is much deeper. Because behind the headlines, they're still human, still growing, still evolving. And maybe one day the noise will fade, leaving only their legacy behind. But until then, the question remains, was it competition or something much bigger? If you felt this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real stories like this.